Hey there, viewers. Welcome back to the Self-Made Auto Channel. As you can tell, we're underneath the Buick. I don't know where we left off, but I had spoke with this lady. She was pretty aware of the converter, the brake situation, and other issues with her car, and decides that she wants to fix this despite, you know, anything else. Oh, the only thing she didn't know about here was the broken rear spring. So I've got some new rear springs for it. And Wilbert's has got us a new rear differential. Wilbert's, they pull at yard, so they're full service yard. They dropped one off this morning. And the nice part is it's the same number. It's a numero 2L. So we don't have to reprogram the module or change the configuration in it. But anyhow, let's get after it. We will unzippy zap the axles. I'm assuming that we can leave these just kind of dangling in the car. Unless there's something we don't know. Let me get a prying apparatus. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Gonna hang okay? Oh yeah, plenty, perfect. Let's do the other side. Oh, I thought I was gonna hit my tray. That one did. There we are. So it's just like the other side, only on the other side. There we are. There's that one. Loosey goosey. We'll leave that laying up on the exhaust. We're almost done. Who remembers back on video number 1 with this thing when that's the wrong size, fella. We had a hell of a time plugging those things in. And by we, I mean me. So we're gonna use our noodle and we're gonna leave them plugged right in. I remember pissing around with that thing for quite a while. So we're gonna take the 2 bolts out of it, pick up our 1 axle bolt off the ground, loosen the 10mm nut up in the front, cut the zip tie that's holding that wire to the housing. Hey, hey, hey! That's Josh, that's not that guy. And then we're going to unplug the coupler. And then we're going to leave that little guy dangling. We're going to have to get a apparatus to remove those, or at least break them off. Oh, it came out. Look at that. Would you look at that? Did they come? Oh, no, they didn't come out. They just sheared right clean off. Wow. Well, they broke surprisingly easy. Oh, yeah, they all just corroded right in there. Not a big deal. Everybody needs to calm down. We're going to stick our little module up here. And undo the drive shaft. Woof, woof, woof. That's not looking healthy. Should have sprayed that down for weeks ahead of time. I'm kidding. That wouldn't have helped. Penetrating oil. It's a myth. It does give a guy courage, though. Courage to pull a little bit harder on that wrench. That's really what it does. Well, that's not good, dude. I don't know if it was the rust or the Loctite. Yes, because they do have green Loctite on them. Oh, no mercy, reversey. And I'm just gonna keep on keeping on. Get the rest of these out of here for you. Might have to go put it neutral. Now, we need to get it out. Sometimes these can be really stuck. We're gonna very gingerly massage it with the air hammer. I'm gonna try just on the coupler first. Oh yeah, that's some good massaging going on right there. Oftentimes that little bit of vibration, just that little tickle in the good spot will get it to just crack loose here. It's still stuck in there. We'll get that bolt with this lever hanging. Oh baby. Oh baby. Give her a little more Panther Pete. Make us feel good. Make everybody feel good. Man down. Where'd it go? I see it. I kind of. I wouldn't take that one. That wouldn't want to cooperate yet. Oh, there we go. Now everybody's out. Pick up the one on the ground. There we go. I just saw the coupler rotate independently of the shaft. So we're going to very lightly hit it out here. I'm going to rotate that a little bit more. These things fit so precise. Yeah, boy. Oh, there we go, baby. Okay, see, it's out. We're out as far as it's gonna go. We're going to elect to leave the exhaust on, the carrier bearing, the drive shaft. I'm not gonna pull all that crap apart just to move that ahead, that extra, inch that we need, because I don't believe that it's got enough collapse in it to get out all the way. I could be wrong. I'm gonna go get a screwdriver so I can get in there a little more. Otherwise, when we put the diff in, we're just gonna give it a little whoop, line her up, you know what I'm saying? Same for back here. I don't want to drop the exhaust. Because you start fiddling with a car this age, you let this down and then the front flex pipe breaks, and so we're going to try to work around it. See if we can't get up here. We'll try to just bring the muffler back. We might have to give these the handy the whole way. That's my guess. Yeah, because I'm thinking we can get on here, I don't know if we can crack it, but I don't know if we can go much further with it. Oh yeah, we cracked it for 120. Who didn't see that coming? Idiot. Let's see. You know what? I don't know how long that sucker is, so I don't want to keep going with it. I'm thinking I can air ratchet up above the muffler. Tell if I'm on it. Get in there, you frigo. Yes, sir. Let me go get a little stand to stick under this thing before it cuts loose on us here. There we go. Yep, let me go get a stand because there's only 2 bolts to hold this thing in, or 3 rather. Slide this baby up over. Just catch it on that. Another extension from the back. Air hose might be hitting you down there. You just have to hang on for a minute. Sure, extension popped off. That's all right. Oh, that's all right. We're out anyways. Pull out, dude. All right, we pulled out. That officially leaves one bolt left, which I believe is 18 mm. Yes, sir. Let's get impact. And let's see. This should be the last bolt. Whoa! Whoa! There it is. Now we can have a closer examination. Turn on. Oh yeah. Yep, she's cracked right down into that web. Would you look at that? Enhance. 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 Yeah, she's broke. She's broke all the way. You know, I don't know if that's a break or if that's a casting mark there now that we see that. That's definitely some crack right there. That's probably a casting mark because that's way too straight. But that's a crack. Cracks are usually crooked, jagged. There's some salt for you. A little salt for your diet. Hashtag salt life. Let's have a look at this one from Wilbert's. Yeah, so that has that mark on it as well. I don't see no crack there, old son. That's out of a 2020 Chevrolet Trax. It's the only one that's compatible with this Encore besides itself. I think 16 to 22 or 18 to 22 is the same, and then oddly enough a 2020 Trax. So that was the newest thing they had, and I figured we better get the newest one because we're just going to be looking for one that's not salty. Not salty like some of our YouTube videos. Some of them are salty. Let's move this out of the way. Let's move this rear differential over here. We in frame? I think so. Probably should go get somebody to help me with this thing here real quick. My guy Josh is busy over there. So we're trying to go like this. Let's see, I need to reconfigure my hand. Yeah. Come on, baby. Hey man, how's it hanging? Looks like it's hanging okay. Let me push it up. Get those little guys started. Not as convenient. Nope. I'm gonna have to get an 18 mm wrench, see if I can't get them started. You know what we should have done, boys? Should have freaking drained it and filled it when we had it out. So the morons at GM that engineer this stuff, you know, they put a cross member in the way. They put a hole right here. You can stick your finger through in that hole. There's a hole over here. You can stick your finger all the way through that hole. And then there's a hole right here. That doesn't go all the way through to the drain plug, you know, because, hey, why would we have to start thinking? Idiots. All right, so there's that one. But yeah, anyhow, we're gonna do the wrench on these little guys. We'll come back through obviously and torque this all to factory specs, but for now, we're just giving them a little bit of a snug. All right, then this one should be pretty close. Doesn't matter, because like I said, we're gonna come back through and do it all, just like we always do. All right, let me get a little tiny zip tie, go back factory, and then we'll do something here. Actually, we'll leave it just a teeny tiny bit loose there. I'm gonna plug in this coupler here in the front. There we go. Get that like so. That went like that. We'll give it the full snuggie now. There's that. We'll snug it. We'll cut it off so it's razor sharp using our flush cut pliers. There's that. Got fluid film all over my hands. Can't grip anything now. Torque setting number 1. There's that. We'll grab our classic 10 mil. Tighten up that nut on the front. That one is torqued. Now here, cut that tie. I'm cutting ties with this Chevy. Oh, did they got that thing taped in the harness too? Well, you bet they do. We'll take that off. This one here we need to take off as well. So we'll very gingerly cut the zip ties. This one's broken. Very lightly cut the tape that holds that on. Remove it. Grab yourself a couple new zip ties. Put one in your mouth. Stick one on there, like so. Bring the other one around the same exact way. Oh, our OCD viewers would be having coronary. No bananas. There's that one. There's that one. And again, we'll cut them on a razor sharp 45-degree angle. Ooh, that's gonna make somebody bleed someday. Look at that. Ouch. I'm kidding. We're not gonna leave them like that. We've been victim of those things. Now we need to get something right here. How about this? The old from the back side through the hole, around town. Give it the zip. The flush. Let's see, can we get this thing back up in there? Ooh, man, I'm feeling a little saucy right now. Let me move my camera so I can stand back here and give it a push. Push, push, push. That feels like a finger pinch coming. That's what that feels like. I have felt that before. I don't need to feel it again, so we'll try to avoid that. Oh yeah. There are some little witness marks here. Can I get a witness? Amen. That lines up with that hole right over there. That's gonna go like that. Imagine the people in the comments now, I can't believe you didn't mark that in relationship to the rear differential. That's my best Scott Kilmer. That's because it's a different differential. You mark it all day long, doesn't matter. People always mark their drive shaft. You gotta mark that drive shaft with that rear end. No, you don't. You tell me why and I'll start doing it. Exactly. Exactly. You're like, well, it's balanced. Well, it's not balanced as a whole friggin' assembly. Give me a break, dude. Yeah, the drive shaft's balanced. And if you pull apart a slip yoke or take the yoke off the shaft, yeah, mark that. But in relationship to how it bolts to the rear differential, I don't think so. I don't think so. Nobody's ever given me a good explanation as to why that has to be. I mean, like I say, they're not balanced as a rotating assembly at the factory. You know, they're not running this and balancing this drive shaft to this coupler through this whole rigmarole back here. You know what I mean? So yeah, it doesn't matter. You can mark it if you want, but it doesn't matter. All right, they're torque setting 3 on these. These are level 3. Ooh, I'll lightly put them in all the way. All right, we'll leave that like that for right now. We'll come back and get them, don't worry. All right, we'll come back, torque them to specs. Before I do that though, I'm gonna get these bolts back in the drive shaft. We'll put a little Loctite on these. Boy, they really had that goobered up on there. I wonder if it's a sealant more than a Loctite, because she's thick. Girl, you're thick. So let me find all these, look in service info, see what the best option is there, and we'll get them spun back in. Whoa, dude. All right, let me go get a torque wrench, spin back through everything, and then we'll check the fluid level and whatnot in it. And then I guess that's it. Then we'll throw a couple springs in this thing, flush this toilet. All right, everything is torqued. Oh, there we go. Baby, I'll be surprised if it has fluid in it. Usually salvage yards drain everything. Get that, there's an O-ring. Well, that's good. There's not a lot of metal on it, so that's helpful. There's an O-ring here. We will reach down in with the patent pending rear diff oil checker. Happens to look a lot like a zip tie. And she's drier than a popcorn fart. Good job, Wilberts, for doing your job and draining the diff. It had a sticker on it, said this unit has no oil in it. We're gonna crack the drain loose, re-snug of that, and we're gonna grab us some 75 Dub 90. I'm gonna double check. I'm pretty sure that's what goes in it. That's what it smells like, the synthetic variety. And we'll see if we can't squirt some up in there. Got the 75 Dub 90. Love to meet the guy who made this thing. The bag, the fill-up bag. That boy has worked on a car before. This is the greatest invention since something else that was great. The sliced bread, I guess we always refer to. Are we full? Not yet. I didn't think she even held a full quart. So let's see. Yeah, whoever came up with this bag design, wow. That guy deserves a raise, I'll tell you that. Something so simple. There we go. Now she's full. Let's take and spin it around here a little bit. Make sure everything's properly lubricated. Plug back up in that joint. See if I can get up in here with a torque wrench. All right, she's all torqued down. Let's see about getting these springs tossed in here. I think we just need to loosen up the shocks, let the axle down. Let's go in there. Okay. This, let me make sure this other one cracks loose. Stand by. Well, I've got to get new lower insulators for it, folks. I didn't pay attention the other day. I didn't realize how bad these ones were. So I'm not really going to show this whole process, but I'm also not going to let her drive around on a broken spring. So I'm just going to pop them in and then have her stop back, and I'll pop the lower insulators on there. Not a big deal. Not a big deal, lady. More of an inconvenience than anything. Mother of pearl, come on. There we go. Let's see, let me let it down a little bit there. Are we there yet? I can't see it. Felt like it should have been close. Oh, we're just living on the edge right there. Living on the edge. You'd think I was Chip Anger or something. It's gonna scare the pudding out of you. Hang on. Oh, didn't even budge. Alright. Well, anyhow, like I say, we gotta get her some new insulators. I don't know what I was thinking. Clearly, I wasn't. Well, that looks like a pretty fresh break on that. She's barely even rusty. Interesting, very interesting. However, with these sitting here, they're not going anywhere because of the donger. It's just they may be, potentially could be noisier, I guess. Probably most people would never even notice. Oh, baby. Okay, well, I set her down, tightened up those shocks. Ooh, fancy. Should only have a check engine light on for the classic P0420. No service full drive light on. Make sure everything feels good here. Feels good. And we'll take it for a shakedown. Ooh, that Ford right there. Gives me cold chills. Somebody filled up the brake fluid reservoir with windshield washer fluid. And guess what? It needs everything now. Totally pooched the ABS valve. Brake pedal drops right to the floor. And yeah, I can't build pressure in the master cylinder, and I don't know how long she's been driving it like that. So she had it at another shop, and they said they don't want to work on it because it needs everything. Master cylinder, ABS valve, calipers. You know, what are you gonna do? System's fully contaminated. I started flushing it out, and yeah, it's fully contaminated. So I got all the old crap flushed out of it, but you know, it's obviously too late at this point. Yep, so I've got everything new. She wants to do it. It's her winter beater, I guess. So we gotta have it done before winter. ABS valve, master cylinder, and calipers. Well, that's pretty well it, folks. Putting the used rear diff in the back of this bad boy. Pretty easy peasy. Got lucky that it's a number 2. And literally is a number 2. And I think that was it. Went pretty smooth. 3 bolts that hold it in. Must not be a real high torque unit. Speaking of, we did go through off camera and torque everything to factory specs. Naturally. You believe me, right? Good. So that's done. Of course, the spring insulators, idiot. Didn't get those, so she'll have to come back for them. But like I say, not a big deal. If I didn't tell her they weren't back there, nobody would ever know. And you would know, though. So the comment section would have went nuts. I think that's it. Oh, and I have my Wilbert shirt on today. Before we get a million questions. It does not mean that they sponsor me. I bought that rear differential with my cold hard-earned cash. Then I marked it up and sold it to this lady and then charged her labor because I own a business, and that's what we do. Within reason, obviously. I'm in business to make a profit, not stay busy. Just like when you go to work, you expect to get paid for the work you do. There, we've got that all cleared up. In Wilberts, you need a pocket. But yeah, just because I wear the Wilberts t-shirt doesn't mean that they sponsor me any more than it does that I'm wearing Fruit of the Loom boxer briefs or redback socks, Rustler pants, and some Red Wing boots. They don't sponsor me. That's just the clothes I wear. And you don't want to see the alternative to unsponsored Eric, where we're just in the skin. Oh, maybe you do, you weirdo. Anyhow, go down there. Questions, comments, concerns, find us on Insta, the Facebook. And just remember, viewers, if I can do it, you can do it. Thanks for watching. Bonus footage. Hello, kitty. How are you? Oh, you sleeping okay? That's a good girl. We get your belly for you. Yeah, get your neck. That's a good girl. Yes. What's up, Miss Doe?
What's up?
Huh?
What's up?
What are you doing over here?
Nothing.
Huh? You working?
It's supposed to be home today.
Oh. Over here working?
You've come to harass.
What you got going on here? Let's see your color.
Wow. I don't have a color.
Well, look at you. You got a whole suitcase full of this stuff, man. You thought I was high maintenance. Wow.
Wow.
You haven't picked out a color?
No.
What's our choice?
I don't know. I don't know yet. You don't have a choice. I only let you choose if there's only two choices. Oh, those are colors.
Well, I hope you get it figured out. Look at that, you got a whole thing.
Well, I don't have all these colors. Wow. I have these colors.
Wow.
Do you have a choice?
Oh, I don't care. It don't matter to me. Whatever you prefer.
Okay, thanks.